my experience with video editing is that it is a necessity. It's my biggest, like, number one need. And I tell everybody that, especially business owners, that they need an editor. Since I got onto YouTube in August of 2017, I have had an editor. It has been an investment I made because I knew that there would be a bottleneck for my business. And if I didn't do it, I could then not get the leads I needed, the attention I needed, the growth I needed. My name is Desiree Martinez, and I run an agency called All-in-One Social Media. We mainly use video and YouTube as a lead source for our business, where we help businesses grow with better social media and content marketing. The biggest accomplishment in my business right now is I'm able to use YouTube as my number one lead source for my agency. And I think that it is so important for all businesses to start creating all their marketing at the top of the funnel with the start of YouTube. And because I've been doing this, not only have I been able to get a lot of my leads for my agency from YouTube, but I've also been able to add an additional streams of income. So I've been able to not only make money off of AdSense, but also through affiliate marketing and sponsorships. And it's led to a lot of amazing opportunities, including speaking at conferences all over the country, joining creator boards through companies like Spreadshop, and also starting the Women podcast, where we share the journeys of women creators to inspire other women to start and keep creating on the internet. Because I was looking for a decent organic strategy without having to put a ton of money into paid ads and things like that. And so by having my YouTube channel, the investment I made allowed for it to get done. And like a lot of people who are just getting started with something, I went to Fiverr and I found someone and it worked until it didn't. And I went to the next editor and to the next editor, the next system. And when I found out about companies that did editing, I was really excited, but I did not know I'd have to go through a couple of bad apples to get like to the juiciest fruit. Now, I worked with different companies, and one where it was like they just couldn't get what I wanted to do, even though I gave them countless notes. The other one that I had gone to, like, they were doing a good job, but they could not handle the workload that I was sending to them. They had like too long before getting me like final videos, and the editing process was just like really tedious. And so it was really slowing down my production schedule. And so when I found VidPros, it allowed for me to really, I love that I'm able to do a lot of things that I very specifically need. Besides having a good quality video with a lot of like the edits and the text on the screens and the humor and stuff that I'm looking for, I'm also able to get like the production schedule I need done. I'm able to produce 2 to 3 videos a week with their system, because I can put up a whole bunch of videos and they get worked on, and I don't have to worry about like waiting 24 to 72 hours to get a cut, because we've worked through what we need to do, and I had an existing sort of look and feel that's in place for my business. And by setting them solid examples, specific needs, overall notes, they were able to make the adjustments and adapt really nicely. I think the fact that I have the dedicated editor really helps that, because they've gotten really familiar with my style, with how I put in my my edits, my needs, and so they're able to adapt and adjust from there. So how I found VidPros, I think, is in one of the most VidPro-y way possible. I met Mike at a conference. So I was speaking at a conference in Florida called VidFest. And Mike is a prolific networker, because he just loves to talk with people and find solutions and learn new things all the time. And we met and we just clicked instantly. And I knew that he was a really nice person, but I had no idea that he had created such an amazing company that solved so many problems. And so I was like, it was a no-brainer, because I get to work with someone who's got really great integrity, has created a really clean product that also isn't just hiding behind a screen or a camera. He's really out there. You can see him sitting at all of the video conferences, taking notes, learning, talking to people, and just being an active part of the company. And it was really refreshing. I've been working with VidPros, I think, for about 3 or 4 months at the time that we've done this, and it's my go-to system. My agency actually offers YouTube management services, and we use VidPros as our editor for our customers as well, because they do such a good job. And again, because I'm familiar with the systems and what they do, it just makes it very easy. VidPro has made my job, my business better and easier, because they understand what I need. I didn't have to go through this whole education and onboarding process like I would have to have done if I had like a VA or hired an editor on my staff. They understand what they're creating. They're creating videos for YouTube. They understand what the rhythms are, what the cuts that are needed are, like how things work, whether it's a long form video or a short form video. They understand what needs to get done to make it happen. And they take notes very well. They don't take the criticisms or the changes personally. They understand, like, I have a specific vision and a specific thing I'm trying to accomplish. And like, oh, I totally understand why she wanted to do this. Let's just make that adjustment. And then that becomes the new standard and the new standard as we continue to go through. So they're able to make my business run better because I'm able to then produce the content that I want on the schedule that I want, which allows for my YouTube and my content marketing plans to work the way that I want them to. So why would an agency need their own, work with an editing company versus hiring their own? First of all, let's just talk about the logistics of having an employee on staff or even a contractor on staff. It's a lot of work and you're kind of really limited by their time. Like, you're paying for their time. They might not always have something that they need to do. You have to have all the extra costs, like paying for PTO and taxes and all these extra things. So while you might quote unquote own them, they might not have the specific skills that you need from them. You're kind of taking a gamble when you hire an individual because it's like you're making this really, really big investment for time and money. It's a lot of hopes. When you hire a company, specifically when you hire VidPros, you're getting a whole team of editors that understand the platform and they have experience with a very wide variety of creators on YouTube. So they understand how a beauty vlogger, or they understand how a business service provider or a restaurateur or a dentist, like they know how all those people can have success on the platform and how to edit their videos appropriately. Right? It requires really specific skill sets. And so VidPros is also an incredibly cost-effective solution that allows for you to mass produce content in an effective, time-efficient, cost-efficient way. And so when you're talking about the difference between a person versus a company, the only reason I could ever see needing to hire an in-person editor is if you are producing a massive amount of content for yourself or for your customers. Maybe like someone follows you around, or like if you're a Gary Vee type, or someone's filming you constantly and like someone's constantly editing you, and like that's when it makes sense. But when you're talking about usually like more individual creators who are on a much smaller scale, or small business owners, like a team, that you get a team with VidPro, not an individual. And so it just works out so much better. Why it was easy for VidPro to start working with us is because we did already have editors. So we had some established styles already in place. So that was really helpful. And so then I was able to tell them like what I needed. Like, this is my problem, which was I need to produce more content and I needed to be at this level, and I want to be able to send you examples and reference material, and I want you to run with it. I hate micromanaging. Like, micromanaging is not what I want to do. I'm not going to go tell you, say at 7 seconds we're doing this, and then at a minute 20 we're doing this, and at 3:27 we're doing this. I don't want that. I want to be able to give my video to someone and say, you know our style, you know how I want my beats to be, you know my requests and requirements for like B-roll and not staying on my face for too long, and adding in screen recording, then telling me they need stuff. I like that we have that relationship established, and it only took probably less than a month to really get there, so that we could easily, they could create, they have the freedom to create. Micromanaging a process, you might as well just do it yourself. And you're hiring a team of creatives, let them do what they do best, just create content and take what you've created and turn it into something better than you could do yourself. So the video length that we usually are running is somewhere in the vicinity of 5 to 10 minutes. So it really just depends on our topic, honestly, because we're talking about social media. So we could be talking about something very simple like how to do something on social, or maybe we're doing like 20 things that you need to do for your social media. So like, depending on, it's really about the subject matter and what is on deck and what is necessary and timely for the time. Making an investment in video editing might be really daunting and scary for you. I understand that you're like, I don't know what I'm paying for. I don't know if this is worth it. Trust me, as someone who's been doing this for over 5 years, having an editor is the best thing that you can do to streamline and simplify your content creation process, because it's your job to create content. It is their job to make it look good and work the way that it is supposed to. So let go of your pressure, let go of your concerns about your budget, and know that whatever it is that you are trying to accomplish with your YouTube channel or with your short form video, VidPros has your best interest at heart, because your success is their success.